there. The DJ did not get the anthem teed up, and the crowd got tired of waiting. And they just broke out into song. And never a bad thing. As they'll get instructions here from the officials before tonight's kickoff. I got my man Anthony on camera here tonight, and if you want to be interactive during the broadcast here this evening at any time, the Twitter feed is always open. You can reach me via PXP, the number 4 sports, PXP for sports. As I took a nice little ferry ride over from the mainland earlier today, beautiful day for a boat ride. And arrived into Victoria around 4 o'clock, grabbed some dinner, and off to the field here just in time for kickoff. As throw the records out of the window here for these two teams. A big rivalry game between Belmont and Mount Doug, obviously, and I think whenever these two teams get together, it's going to be a good one. We'll see, as Belmont has struggled so far this year, just putting up 18 points in 3 games. They've surrendered over a century at 101. Where you look at Mount Doug, a lot of players gone from their championship roster from a year ago, and maybe just finding their identity a little bit here under Coach Townsend, who doesn't rebuild, he just reloads. But they are 1 point to the good, 69-68 against. So that 1-2 record could easily be 2-1. As the two teams just about set to go here. As special teamers start to take the field. For Mount Doug, a lot of shutouts in their 5 games here so far. Mentioned the 1-2 conference record. 2-3 overall. A 37-0 loss to St. Francis from Calgary. They followed that up with a 20-0 victory over Nanaimo District. Then 33-21 to the Hayaks, who are ranked number 1 in high school football as we speak, as per Howard Samura and Varsity Letters. 35-14 a loss to Vancouver College, and then coming off a nice, impressive victory, 34-0 over Notre Dame. So 3 out of their 5 games have been shutouts. And 2 of those wins. For Belmont, a 21-0 loss to Bolinas in the preseason, 44-0 to Notre Dame. And then a tight one against Handsworth, 21-18, just narrowly losing that one before being pelted by Vancouver College, 36-0. Ball teed up from the 40-yard line as we're set to go here from Goudy Field. And kick it off. Let's play some football. Hard line drive kick will go right out the back of the end zone, and Belmont will take the ball at their 20-yard line. So after the long kickoff here, we're going to try and sync up the clock for you on our screen here as they show zeros on the scoreboard across the way. So it's just an approximation for the clock here. As Belmont gets the opening possession, they'll work out of the shotgun here on a 1st and 10. Clap the hands. Here's the snap, and it's a quarterback keeper right up the middle. And not much on the carry, maybe a couple. And a hard hit on the quarterback for the first play of the game as well. And a penalty on the Rams along with it. So an automatic 1st down. It's a personal foul on Mount Douglas. That moves the ball out to the 36-yard line. Hunter Bowles in at quarterback here. As we've seen Playfair get some snaps early. High snap here, look to throw, loaded up, long bomb downfield, and just overshot his intended receiver and Jared Steele. Showing a good arm there. I'll bring up 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. As they'll work in between the hash marks here, 36-yard line, 10 yards to go. Out of the shotgun one more time, trip receivers. Fake the handoff, keep it, and good run to the right side. Will pick up 11 as he's knocked out of bounds at the Rams sideline. Hunter Bowles. A little option read, kept it, and made a couple of tacklers miss as he took it to the right side. So I'll work for the right hash mark this time as we do have Hunter Bowles listed as a wide receiver and defensive back. But I believe only one game of stats were provided as a high snap gets over the head of Bowles and wisely falls down on top of the football. That would be a massive loss here for the Bulldogs, however. After what has been a pretty promising opening drive here for Belmont. That one goes backwards a long way. All the way back to almost the 36-yard line again. So now you're looking at about 24 yards to go here for a first down on 2nd down. As they're trying to get the play in for the sideline here, and it's taken a while, and they may be forced to take a timeout here. And that's exactly what they do. Timeout. Bulldogs says probably flipping through the playbook looking for a 2nd and 25 play, and I don't know how many they got listed in the playbook for that. So call timeout, huddle it up, and figure out what you want to run here on a 2nd and forever. A few of the players sporting some pink down to go along with those uniforms, of course, for Cancer Awareness Month here in October, just like the pros do. And out of the timeout here for the Bulldogs on a 2nd and 24. Got to get to the 42 of Mount Doug for a first down. Play action, set up a screen. And Buffalo was open, but the pass from Bowles about a foot too high. I think a good play call there, and it looked like some blocking out front as well. Just didn't get the pass where it needed to be, and falls incomplete. 3rd down now. And look for Mount Douglas to bring some pressure here in a 3rd and long. 4-man front. And up on the stance there and flushed out of the pocket. Bowles wrapped up and ripped down right near the line of scrimmage. And that'll bring 4th down here for the Bulldogs, who look like they'll have to kick away. O'Shan Thomas in on the tackle, among others, for the Rams. Mount Douglas with 2 returners back here. They'll angle this kick. Left-footed kick is a good one. Run in, low reverse. Makes the first man miss up this near sideline. Cuts it back inside. And hit down, ball loose. Some extra action after that tackle. As it was Lucas on the return. And a good one at that there for Lucas. And a hard collision at the end of that one. As there was a lot of Bulldogs impeding my view there in front of the sideline, but it will in fact be a Rams ball and in good field position here. As they'll start this drive inside Bulldog territory. At the 41-yard line. And now they're going to march it up after a personal foul call, it looks like, against the Bulldogs. So, my goodness. Ball will be moved up to the 31-yard line now. And the Rams just outside the red zone here. Hand off on first down. Right up the middle. And pretty good yardage there. Garnered on that opening carry. I believe that was Lucas, the return man, on that first carry. As Hunter Swift at the pivot. They got three in the backfield here for Mount Douglas. Carnell, the deep man, and more trickery here from Townsend. It's Lucas, and he's chopped out. Good open field tackle there. As Hardisty, and another flag comes flying late. And already, this game has some serious emotion into it. So keep in mind, our clock on your screen is just an estimation, won't be completely accurate here. As the officials will keep official time down on the field, as they're not updating the scoreboard here, and we'll do our best to kind of keep the clock stopped and started as best we can. Long conference here between the officials on this latest penalty. There's a couple of flags down on the field. And some objectionable conduct calls here. And I think I might just offset them all. 3 fouls. So it's an unsportsmanlike conduct on each team. Those will offset, but an extra personal foul on Mount Douglas will back them up 15. So ball in the left hash mark here. Got to get down to, I want to say the close to the 15-yard line. We got another flag coming in. And now Mark Townsend wants timeout. We'll take a quick one here, too. We're back when play resumes from Victoria. Belmont, Mount Douglas on the BC High School Football Game of the Week on SportsCanada.TV. So each team using a timeout here. We're back and lined up, set to go. There's the shotgun snap, roll out, look downfield, throw on the run, and in behind everybody. There's a bit of a wobbler there from Hunter Swift. Falls incomplete. And it brings up third down here for the Rams. So Belmont unable to convert on a 3rd and long, and now Mount Douglas staring at the same scenario here. Swift in the shotgun once again. 3-step drop, steps up in the pocket, looks down the sideline on a little go pattern. Touchdown, Mount Douglas. On a beautifully thrown ball. I believe that's Ocean Thomas in the end zone. Hard to see. That's about as far away on the field as you can get from my vantage point. We're on a 3rd down and long. Mount Doug converts. Touchdown is good. Objectional conduct after the touchdown will make this a very long conversion try, whether they want to go for 2 or kick this one. It looks like they'll line up to kick. Well, it just made it a little more challenging now. Is it Luciano Coombs with the left foot? Leg is there, but accuracy is not, and kick is no good. So 6-0 Rams here with about 4 minutes to go in this opening quarter. And Belmont will try and answer back here. But scoring points has been the challenge for the Bulldogs so far this year. And things do not get any easier for Belmont coming up in the next couple of weeks. They get number 2, I shouldn't chuckle, they get number 2, South Delta, who was 5-0, 3-0 in conference play next week. And then, well, they get number 1, New Westminster, 4-1, 3-0 in conference play the following week. So tough schedule here for Belmont. Defending champs, number 2, then number 1. Ball teed back up. Coombs from the 40-yard line. 2 left-footed kickers in this game, which is very rare. And a higher kick this time, down to about the 10-yard line. Ball bobbled. Rolls all the way to the goal line. Here come the Rams downfield with a head of steam. And player wrapped up out near the 15. Trying to pick up the number on the return. And I don't even want to speculate because I just could not see in that mass of humanity who exactly it was. Maybe I will speculate. No, I don't think I will. 1st and 10 here for Belmont. Is there around the 13-yard line? And here's a handoff on 1st down. Trying to wrestle that ball free. So I believe it was Burfalo on the carry. Didn't go much of anywhere. Actually lost about 4 yards there. Second down and about 14 to go now for Belmont. Here's the throw, little screen out wide. Burfalo makes the catch and gets some good yardage back. As the 2 number 1s come together. pick up close to 10 there on second down. Make it about 3rd and 5 here for Belmont now. And if nothing else, they've gotten out of the shadows of their own goal line here. As the Rams show pressure, they crowd the line of scrimmage. Trip receivers to the high, wide side. Clap the hands, take the shotgun snap, look down this near sideline. One-on-one out there. Feet get tangled up. No flag comes in. Ball incomplete, out of bounds. 4th down here for the Bulldogs. So another punting situation. Standing back near his own 12-yard line to kick this one away. Snap is good. Angle it near side again. Left-footed kicker, and this one goes sideways. And out near the Belmont bench. Simon Hales had that one go off the side of his foot. So again, Mount Douglas sets up here with good field position with the 6-0 lead now. And here's the carry and a big old gap, and that'll be another touchdown here for the Rams. Nelson Carnell, untouched into the end zone. And just like that, 12-0 now. And they'll line up to kick the single here. I thought they might entertain going for 2. And kick is up and through. I don't know what it is. These uprights look extra wide to me. Like really wide. Might just be me. I know CFL wider than NFL. I don't know if college is a different size altogether as well. Just look really wide. So 13-0. As we are most likely nearing the end of this opening quarter of 4. And Belmont will try and respond here now, down 2 scores. Rams huddle up, and now they'll spread out here. Angle this kick left once again. Some room up the middle. Nice move. And another. Lower the pads. Now close to the 25-yard line. I believe it was Bowles on the return. But we do have a penalty flag down. I think the Belmont score clock may be missing a few bulbs as well. And maybe that's the reason they're not running. And it will be a penalty against Belmont, so back him up to about the 15. Pressure coming up the middle. Option read, handoff, and tackled quickly is Hardisty. And they'll lose about 3, so make it 2nd and 13 now. As that ball spotted right down in the 18-yard box of the soccer lines. 2 in the backfield, bunch formation here. They'll spread them out now. They look to throw, pump fake, evade one man, but not the next. And very close to a safety here for Mount Doug. As Belmont going the wrong way. All the way down to their 5-yard line. Well, 3rd down now. Got to get to about the 24 for a 1st down. And standing on his goal line for this shotgun snap. Do they bring pressure again? They do. He just gets back out of the end zone here. But Mount Doug takes him down again. And the Bulldogs will have to kick away as they just can't get the offense started here against the Rams. Again, the clock on your screen, just an estimation. We really don't have a solid idea of how much time is left in this quarter. I want to say in the later stages for sure. And on 4th down, they just take a knee, take a safety. And we'll take the free kick here. Now another flag thrown here. And maybe they just picked it up. Maybe there is no flag. No, it is a flag, and it's on Mount Douglas for another objectionable conduct call. So instead of kicking from their own 40, they'll kick this from their own 25. And Belmont, who has had horrible field position to start their drive, should get really good field position to start this one. And I have no idea why the score clock across the field is showing 5-0. 15-0 is your score. Excuse me, I was thinking that was after a Mount Doug touchdown, but that is after a safety, so they'll move that ball up to the 35 for this free kick, and they'll go with the kickoff option here for Hales instead of the punt. They have the choice. And it's a low line drive, takes a couple of bounces off the turf, picked up at the 20-yard line, far sideline, and wrapped up there nicely was Evan Hart, and taken out at about the 33, it looks like here, of Mount Douglas. And I think that's the end of the first quarter. No, not quite, says the official. I thought I saw the signal. But the Rams offense takes to the field here, working left to right across your monitor here on SportsCanada.TV. And Belmont getting sorted out on defense here. They've already snapped the football. And look out, right up the middle again, and for a close to 50-yard scamper there for Carnell. He's just running wild here against this Bulldogs defense. And just gaping holes being opened up here by the Rams offensive line. Another conference here by the officiating crew. And I only want to bring the sideline judge into the conversation as well. Ball is all the way up to the Belmont 30-yard line here. I really have no idea what this discussion is about. And I might be wrong here. Again, way back off the field here, and I'm not sure if that's Jackson Reed in the backfield or if it's Carnell, excuse me, if it's Reed. A little tough to tell the 7 from the 1. Okay, so I think it is Jackson Reed who's got the ball again. And close to another Rams touchdown as he's knocked down inside the 10. And that is the end of the first quarter. We'll take a quick break here from Goudy Field in Victoria. Belmont down to Mount Douglas 15-0, 12 minutes in the books. We're back with second quarter action here on the BC High School Football Game of the Week in 60 seconds. Stick around. All right, football fans, welcome back. On the snap of the football, Reed looking for the end zone, his second touchdown of the game, and he's got one for the Rams as he just gets across the goal line to make it 21-0. So things getting away from the Bulldogs here early in this half, as we're just starting second quarter action. And what if you want to on the broadcast tonight, as the extra point from Coombs up and good. Another flag comes flying. You can find me via Twitter at PXP, the number 4 sports, PXP for sports. You got anything you want to get off your mind or your chest or whatever, get at me. As now 22-0 here for the Rams over the Bulldogs. And it looks like a new quarterback warming up here as well. As Simon Hale's taking some reps, the grade 11er. This one looked like it was going to be a bit of a mismatch on paper, and scoreline reflecting that here after a quarter of play. Fans undeterred as they've come out here to support their Bulldogs. Good Mount Doug contingent in the house as well. As our next game of the week comes up next Friday. GW Graham will take on Langley from Exhibition Field. It's a 7 o'clock kickoff right here on the home of the high school game of the week, SportsCanada.TV. As they back this kick up to the 25-yard line after another objectionable conduct call. And yeah, you got the 22-0 lead, but way too many personal fouls here on Mount Douglas. And yeah, you can get away with that against Belmont, but you do that against some of the better clubs here in AAA varsity football, it's going to cost you. And I'm sure Coach Townsend will want to clean that up here in the rest of this one. Yeah, it looks like Hales will come out here to start this drive at quarterback for Belmont. 5'10", 145 in grade 11 for Hales. And down 22-0, and the offense hasn't produced much. Why not make a switch here and try and give your team a spark? So from about the 27-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Hales looks to throw, swings one out to the receiver. Pass is caught there from Perfilo, and he gets hit on the sideline by Lucas and spun around. Didn't really like that much, but tackle was good, and so was the play. Picked up close to 8. And it'll be second and a long 2. There's BC Lions in action tomorrow as they'll take on the Edmonton Eskimos in a massive game in the CFL. As I'm a little disappointed my color man Jay Prepchuk unable to make the trip over to Victoria with me. But I'm just about to deliver a text to him, see if he's got some out-of-town scorers for me. High snap. The lefty slings one out, and it's through the hands and incomplete. I believe the pass intended for Payless. And brings up a 3rd and 2 now. And if you're Belmont, got to convert here. I haven't seen them. Well, they've been trying to work the edges here a little bit, and rightly so, as that interior for Mount Doug, and they got him to jump. Now the question is, who moved first? And they're going to say it's Mount Doug encroachment. Automatic first down for the Bulldogs. There was some movement on that offensive line, but that move into the neutral zone by Logan Ward is what made the offensive lineman lean back in his stance. Here's a long pass down the sideline, a little push off, and incomplete. And there's Tommy Coakley, the intended receiver. Good coverage downfield. Braden Turnbull step for step. And brings up 2nd and 10. If you have any scores from your favorite team you want to pass along my way, please feel free to do so. Low feed, wide open, and just couldn't deliver the football on the money, as there was nobody around. It looked like Jared Steele, the intended receiver, and he had all sorts of green around him. But the pass came in low and falls incomplete. 3rd down and 10 now. Got to get just across the midfield stripe, the white line on your screen for a first down. Hale still in there at quarterback. Out of the shotgun. One in the backfield. He'll roll out to throw the lefty. Looking downfield. Steps into one. Guns it. And completion was there, but then dropped as it was knocked out of the hands at the last second. And brings up 4th and 10. I believe that was Steele, the intended receiver, once again. Well, punt team out. Hales goes from quarterback to kicker. All in one down. A good snap. Here's the kick. It's a good one. Drives Lucas back up the near sideline and hit out of bounds. That should be a flag. I don't believe one was thrown. You can hear the crowd in front of our broadcast location start to get into this one, trying to cheer on their Bulldogs, who are on defense right now, trailing 22-0. And here comes the Ram offense once again. Swift there at quarterback, Reed in the backfield, and we got a timeout, Belmont. Before this 1st down and 10 play, Belmont calls timeout. We're back in 60 with more BC High School football game of the week on SportsCanada.TV. All right, out of the Belmont timeout. Welcome back, football fans. 1st and 10 here for Mount Douglas. They're up 22-0. As they'll work out of the shotgun with 3 receivers, a tight end in there. Here's the pump fake from Swift. Looks downfield. There's that floater again. Man in behind coverage. Did he get a foot down? No. Lyndon Williams made the catch but couldn't keep the foot in bounds. And that'll go down as an incompletion, 2nd and 10. I don't know what the temperature is right now. It's got to be, 10, 12 maybe? And got a pretty good section of fans here going topless tonight for some Friday night lights. Catch me doing that. Anthony, my camera, he's thinking about it. Not sure why the delay in between plays here. Second and 10 now. There's Swift out of that shotgun. Same formation. Option Reed. They'll pitch it now. And good tackle out on the edge made. And Jared Steele. Sorry, folks. Long punt down there from Belmont. Excuse me, from Mount Douglas. Chased down there by the Rams, and once again, they'll pin the Bulldogs deep. Just had a couple of over-exuberant fans. I've been there. I know what it's like. I just might have some youngsters listening, and had to have a little word with the young man about his language here in front of our broadcast location. It's about as politely as I could put it right there, I think. Get it. Cheer on your team. Mother could be listening. You don't know. All right, Bulldogs trying to get a drive going here. Down 22-0. And a long way to go here from the 15-yard line. As they put Hales back in at quarterback here. As he'll take the shotgun snap and look to throw. He looks deep. And overthrew his man. As he looked for Coakley, or is it Klassen out there? As they got 2 17s listed on the Belmont roster. I'm going to go with the grade 12. I think that's Max Klassen wearing 17 out there. When in doubt, always go with the upperclassmen. 2nd and 10. Rams showing blitz once again right up the middle, and here they come. High snap, look out. It's a party at the quarterback for white jerseys, and down he goes. Back down to close to the 5 now. And things going from bad to worse here for the Bulldogs. Going to get to the 26 for a first down, so it's about 20 to go on 3rd down. You got to be careful not to turn the football over, and the count took too long. Yeah, we got a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. We're back in 60 here to the high school game of the week on SportsCanada.TV. All right, back out of the timeout here. 3rd down and 20 here for the Bulldogs from their own 5-yard line. There's a little motion. Drop back to throw. Here comes pressure. Set up the screen. It's a good one right over the middle, but Rams recover and make the tackle, and it'll be 4th down as they pick up about 4 on that screen. And that's tough there for Hales, who knows that he's going to have about 4 or 5 white jerseys barreling down on him, but that's by design to let the pressure come through to set up the screen. But Mount Douglas able to turn and react quickly and make that tackle before the play really got going. But now Hales will have to kick from his own end zone here, with a couple of dangerous returners standing around the 43-yard line. And now what do we got? False start on Belmont, and this thing's going to get backed up even further. And nobody going to feel sorry for Belmont on that Mount Douglas sideline. And look out, we could see the block party put on here by Coach Townsend. So now Hale standing right against his goal line and thinks better of kicking that one away. Another safety. So 24-0 now Rams, who will get the football back again in good field position. Bulldogs just deciding whether they want to punt this one or tee it up. And they decide to chuck the tee out here for Hales. Almost didn't get the proper personnel out onto the field in time. Here's the kickoff. Low skips off the turf, gets past Kai Harris, who has to retreat to pick it up, and now dances through a couple of tackles. Flag comes flying. After Harris got a decent amount of yardage back, but let's check the penalty flag here. Usually this is going to go against the return team, and I think that's the case here. Illegal block in the back is the call on Mount Douglas. So we'll march this one all the way back to the 20. 80 yards to go here for the Rams. Big run on first down here for Reed once again. And he is a load to handle and takes the couch out at the end of that play. Everybody looks to be okay. Got to be careful on the sidelines, whether you're a coach, player, water boy, cheerleader, got to have your head on a swivel. And Reed and a few tacklers came right towards him and swept out the legs as we got another personal foul call here on Mount Douglas, which will wipe out that big run from Reed and back up the Rams here. Backed up now here for Mount Douglas. Swift, time in the pocket, buys a little more and then throws that one away. Incomplete, as there was nobody open. That's a smart decision there from the Rams quarterback. Yeah, we got another penalty flag down on the field. So just sorting out more penalty flags here. So we've had a bit of a parade into our broadcast location here. We've had people looking for water, people looking for cameras, 50-50 numbers, you name it. Need a lock on the door. Belmont Nation still into this one. Well, they're down big here, but they have the Rams pinned back. Snap, hand off, running right, spin move, and tackle down, not much. They'll get a few yards back. It will bring up third down and long here for Mount Douglas, who have managed to convert a couple of times on third and long. And I'll look to try and do that here once again. It's Reed on the carry, running, and he's got room. Look out. Reed turns the corner. Flag comes in. Taken down short. Another flag comes flying. As there's 4 flags down on the field after that play. Belmont short a man on the field here. And they need a trainer out there. I'm not sure the conference here from the officials, all discussing probably different types of flags that were thrown on that last play. And they have some things to figure out. And the conversation continues here. Make the call. Tell you what, we'll take a break, and once play resumes, we'll be back here to the high school game of the week on SportsCanada.TV. All right, so after all that, it looks like they'll back Mount Douglas up here a little bit. It'll be 4th down and close to 20. And this might be the first punting situation here for the Rams all night. If they punt at all, that is. And I'm sorry, this is just, I don't care how many penalties were, this is way too long in between plays. Make the call and let's get on with the game here. I don't think you need a 10-minute conference because there's 3 flags down the field. Everybody just. And now Mount Douglas short a man on the field. And now Mark Townsend wants timeout. And they're actually going to say it's 3rd down, it looks like. Another 60-second break. I swear we're going to have a play when we return. SportsCanada.TV for the BC High School Football Game of the Week. All right, 3rd down and 20 here for Mount Douglas. Swift, flushed out, wrapped up, gets rid of the football just in time to avoid a sack, but it will be 4th down. That's really the first time we've seen the Bulldogs able to get pressure and get home to the quarterback. They don't get the sack, but do force a punting situation here for Mount Douglas. Herdisty stands back deep. And Mount Doug will kick it away. End over end kick, takes a ram bounce and another. And Herdisty will just let this one roll all the way to the 40-yard line. Good kick there. And Belmont will have 60 yards to go. Trailing 24-0. I want to say past the midway mark of this second quarter. I can't quite exactly remember, but the mercy rule, if you will kick in here for the Bulldogs if they can't respond on the scoreboard, and running time will be put in place. A chance here in this second quarter to get something going offensively. Hales looks deep, just launch it. And again, overthrew his man. Well, 2nd and 10. Ball in between the hash marks on the 40-yard line. As Klassen comes to the slot here. There's the pitch. Cut it up. Spin out of one tackle and taken down right at the line of scrimmage. Herdisty with nowhere to go. Another flag comes flying. Talking to the Mount Douglas defense on what they want to do here. I don't know why. why, because it's another personal foul on the Rams. 15 yards here for the Bulldogs. Automatic first down into Ram territory now at the 45-yard line. And I don't know, that's got to be like close to double-digit penalties for personal fouls on Mount Douglas here so far. We have an injured Bulldog back at their own 30-yard line. We'll take a quick injury timeout. Be back when play resumes here from Goudy Field in Victoria for the high school game of the week. All right, player walked off under his own power. 1st and 10 here for Belmont from the Mount Douglas 45-yard line. Again, Douglas up the middle with pressure. Hales delivers the football on the mark. First down, Belmont. Still running. Good block out on the edge. Turn the corner and ripped out of bounds. The best play of the game so far for the Belmont offense will move the chains. Down just shy of the 20-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10. Check it. They'll put it on the 25. But I think that play's been there for Belmont pretty much when they want. A little button hook, soft zone, 5-yard pitch and catch. Just take what the defense gives you. And they'll throw this one. Oh, it was there. And then falls incomplete. Payless had his hands on it and couldn't hang on. And we'll bring up 2nd and 10. Break the huddle. We'll go 3 receivers to the high side. Klassen, the lone man on this near sideline. They've been going to the air pretty much. They've abandoned the run here down 24. Hales slings one out. Completion made. And fall ahead for a good gain of around 6. I don't have an official score, but Vancouver College big time over Carson Graham is the word. And if you have any scores you want to pass along my way, your school in action here tonight. You're watching the game of the week. PXP, the number 4 Sports. Hales to throw again, and that's a drop. Jared Steele again was open, had his hands on it. Football was on the mark. And wide receiver just dropped it. Fourth and 5, and the Bulldogs will go. Why not? And did they get him to jump? I think they did. And this should be an automatic first down here for the Bulldogs. And a good hard count there from Hales. It's the second time he's got the Rams to jump on the line. So 1st and 10. Still pick up a first down before getting into the end zone. Again, that middle linebacker has been threatening all game long. Into the end zone. Put it up and incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Second and 10. One in the backfield here for Hales. 3 to this near wide side. Shotgun snap. Throw it out. Completion made. One man to miss, and he does. And looking for the pylon. No signal yet. And I think they're going to mark him down at the 1 yard line. Hardisty just couldn't quite get it across. They're going to go quickly. Hales, and they'll spike it as we must be late in the half here. As the quarterback spiked it off the completion. This will actually bring up, or they brought a timeout, Mount Douglas, before the snap, so I think they might save it down, which really helps the Bulldogs. So he got up and spiked that ball quickly, but I think they're going to say that Mount Douglas called a timeout before the spike. So I believe it'll remain second down, but I have really no idea how much time left. Got to be seconds, obviously, but I don't know if there's time for one play or time for two plays. But it's a second and goal from the 1 yard line. Now let's see if the Bulldogs can bang it in here. They break the huddle. Rams dig in on the line. Here come the Hogs on the offense. Quick snap. Hardisty stacked up. I don't think he got there. And he's driven back. Hardisty could not get the yard. The Rams defense stopped him on the goal line. And I think that's the half. And that is the way the first half ends. 24-0 Rams on a goal line stop to end the first half. 12-minute break here from Victoria. We're back with second half action on the BC High School Game of the Week on SportsCanada.TV. We'll talk to you in 12. All right, football fans, we are back. It's Jake Kelly with you here on SportsCanada.TV. BC High School football game of the week. Kick it off. Onside kick to start the second half. Played by the upback. And he's going to drag about 6 Bulldogs with him for 10 yards. Back into Bulldog territory as the Mount Doug Rams were waiting for that one. And able to recover. And then march it into Bulldog territory. They'll start this drive from the Belmont 43. So 24-0 is your score. Rams lead it. Defending champs. And here's Reed, wrapped up in the backfield nicely. That was Riley Schiffer in on the tackle. And he'll lose about 4. Here's Swift to throw over the middle. Reed can't bring it in. And pretty good start here defensively for the Bulldogs. Brings up 3rd and 14. Flag down on the end of that play will give the Rams an automatic first down, and that's one thing Belmont cannot afford to do. Here's a handoff up the middle. A little scat back. Whoa. That looked like Jordan Clark on the carry and just got manhandled to the turf. Give him a yard gain. We have an injured Ram on the field here. Might be Lucas. Who's down on a knee here being attended to. Be helped off the field here, and I would suspect his evening is done. Because I'm not quite sure if we're into running time or not here. We'll stop on injuries, I know that. It's 2nd and 9. Misdirection. Handoff complete. Block on the edge. A good one. And close to a first down here for Mount Douglas on the carry from Lyndon Williams.
Hey, good play, Hunter. Hit that big boy at his knees.
It'll be about a half a yard shy of first down yardage. As they'll look to convert here, I would expect them to go either way. Yeah, it's just a little quarterback keeper up the middle, and that should do it.
No, 4th down. Oh, you're joking.
There is a first down. And that'll move the sticks. Get just inside the 10 here for another first down. They got 4 chances to do it now. It's hand off up the middle once again. Primo on the carries. Coach Townsend puts in a couple of his reserves here for the start of the second half. So the mercy rule is 29 points. So should Mount Douglas get into the end zone here, they won't on this play. Swift tackled for a loss. Belmont sends him backwards on that last play. They'll line this one up and snap it quickly. Swift on the rollout, gets a block on the edge, launch it. Pass is caught, knocked out of bounds, short of the first down, but they will get past the original line of scrimmage. As that was Glenn Rose on the catch. There's a bit of a battle going on the football field. Maybe a bigger battle going on in the stands right now between some ordinary fans. It's 3rd down and 7 and timeout Mount Douglas, as they did not have the proper personnel out on the field. Quick break. We're back with this big 3rd down play coming here on SportsCanada.TV in 60 seconds. All right, the cheers start here for both teams. It's actually 4th down on the board here. Douglas lines up for a field goal. High snap, got it down, kick is up, and good. Just good inside the right upright. Coombs bangs it through. It's 27-0. Well, I'll say this. Bulldog fans have remained engaged here regardless of the score. And some clear disdain for Mount Douglas. There's no question about that. What other thing is undisputable is that Mount Douglas is just a better football team than Belmont this season. And scoreboard reflecting that, now 27-0. But the Bulldogs will get it back. And they pound it deep. Right near the goal line, and return on here, and they looked like he wanted to pitch that ball, and nobody was open. And Payless decides to tuck it away and bury his head as he got back close to the 20. But it looked like he wanted to run a bit of a reverse there, or a lateral, and his teammate just not close enough to do it. Bulldogs break the huddle as they'll start from the 20. Left hash mark here. Out of the shotgun as it's Hales. 4 receivers in. Again, Mount Douglas showing pressure. Here's the throw, and That's very close to a lateral pass there, but it falls incomplete. Intended for Hardisty. So it was Hunter Bowles that came out as the starting quarterback here for Belmont. Well, it was quickly replaced after a series, maybe two. And it's been Hales since then. 2nd and 10. Throw again, load up, fire it deep, and over the head of everybody as he's done a number of times. As they've tried that deep ball to Klassen 3, 4, 5 times here, and it's been overthrown almost every time. It's the definition of insanity again. Maybe take a little bit off it. I mean, create a jump ball. Klassen, a pretty tall guy. But give your receiver a chance to catch the ball. And overthrowing him once, okay. Twice, okay. But 3, 4, 5 times, sooner or later you got to figure it out a little bit. And you just give your receiver a chance to make a play. I mean, you're down 27-0. If you turn the ball over, does it matter that much? I don't know. I mean, they've done a pretty nice job of not turning the ball over. There's a nice catch off the pass and close to a first down. In fact, he'll have it for Jared Steele, who kind of seems to be the security blanket receiver here for Hales. Looks like Klassen's kind of the deep threat, and underneath stuff will go to Steele. And the underneath stuff has been there for the Bulldogs. They're bringing pressure almost every play and not allowing the quarterback to stand in the pocket to deliver the football. So those little crossing routes underneath the hooks, the 5-minute or 5-yard button hooks, the quick screens, those plays have been there for Belmont. They just got to execute. Now they look deep again. And one more time, Hales overthrows him by 3 yards as a flag comes flying. I don't mind the aggressive play calling and looking downfield, trying to get some big plays. But you got to put the ball on the money. Or at least in the vicinity. And now a penalty call here against Belmont will back them up. And it's a big one. They put the ball all the way back to the 18-yard line here. And they got to get to the 42 for a first down. Good luck. Snap. Here's Hales on the rollout, on the run, and tough pass to execute there. And just out of the reach, incomplete. And listen, I don't want to put it all on Hales because that's not fair, but your quarterback really, needs to be your best player on the field. But you're not going to get it all back at once here if you're Belmont, so I just look to get a little momentum going, dink and dunk, chip away, and just try and march it down the field. I can't remember the last time they tried to run the football. And you think, well, why would they run down 27? Maybe keep the ball out of the hands of the Mount Douglas offense. Might be your best defense. Another quick tackle out in open space there again by the Rams defense. Limits that gain. And it's still 3rd down and a mile here for the Bulldogs. Well, here they come. Ball is on the left hash. The Bulldogs locate the pigskin. Slide across the field to line this one up. 3 receivers near wide side. Out of the shotgun one more time for Hales. Klassen isolated high on the short side of the field. Here's Hales on the drop. Steps into this throw over the middle and again overthrows his intended receiver by 3 yards. 4th down. Ball kicked away, but short and high. And takes a left turn out of bounds. And once again, Mount Douglas will have a short field here with a 27-0 lead in the 3rd quarter. On the 38 for this opening play from Mount Douglas. And whistle goes right off the snap. I don't think the officials were set for that play. I don't think there's any flags. Nothing like that, just the officials weren't in the right position. Here we go. Swift in the shotgun, claps the hands, here's the pitch. It's Coombs stopping, and he's wrapped up and taken down for a big loss. The Bulldogs string that one out nicely. Well, it's close to a 10-yard loss there. Make it a loss of about 8. They'll come to line quickly. And they'll throw on 2nd down. Here's pressure. And look out, ball's loose. And it rolls out of bounds as Swift was trying to shovel it away after being wrapped up. And here comes another flag. Another personal foul here on the Mount Douglas Rams will back them up even further. Well, they're going to say this penalty is against Belmont. Well, it must have been unsportsmanlike conduct on Burfellow, who must have said something after that play, and the referee threw the flag quickly. I thought it was on Swift for saying something to the official, but not the case. So it's not a first down. It's still 3rd down and 14 to go. And it's a draw. And it'll go nowhere. Peter Primo loses a couple. And it'll be 4th down. And they'll go for it here on 4th down. No, they're going to pooch kick it here with Swift. Trying to make it die near the goal line, and the Rams will get down on top of it around the 10-yard line. Well executed kick there from Swift. Another long field staring at the Bulldogs. I want to say late third quarter, not running time yet. Next score for the Rams will put the clock in motion. But right now it's Bulldog football. And it looks like maybe a new quarterback in here for Belmont as well. And it's a run right up the middle. Ooh, hard hit right at the point of attack. As you can hear the pads collide there. As I think it's Buffalo who's at quarterback here now. And he felt every pound of that hit. Actually, it might have been Playfair on the carry, excuse me. It is Playfair there at quarterback. You know, it's the first time they've tried to run the football in a long time. Here's a little swing. Look out! My goodness. Kai Harris just truck stick somebody there. That was a wallop. Perfectly legal, well-timed hit. And just had a read on it right from the snap of the football and made a beeline for the intended receiver and timed up that hit beautifully. Looks like Jason Alexander will be okay. But he took a shot. You gotta love it. Little fast times at Belmont High. Somebody ordered up a Domino's pizza, and it's ready out in the parking lot as the PA announcer just let the fans know whoever ordered the pizza, it's ready for pickup in the parking lot. Love it. Absolutely love it. Youngsters are going out there. Fast times at Ridgemont High. What's that? You know what I'm talking. If it's your time and it's my time, doesn't that make it our time? Spicoli. Sean Penn in one of his most famous acting roles. We got a bit of a shirt-off contest here between Bulldog and Ram Nations. They're both crazy. He's asking for trouble. All right. I don't know what the delay is here again, but looks like we're just about ready to go. Yeah, it's a 3rd and 6. High snap and tripped up, flag in. Well short of the first down marker, but let's check the flag. Yeah, the stands here are absolutely packed. I don't know if we can get a shot of the crowd from end to end. Might be tough to dip down that low or not. I don't know. But from one side of the football field all the way to the other, the fans have turned out here for Bulldogs v. Rams. And you got to love it. And it's 27-0 game. They've all stuck around. Nobody has left this game here on a Friday night from Victoria. Langford. And there's the pizza. The pizza's in the house. We get a shot of the pizza, man. We got time. Why not? It looked like there were about 5 of them down there spreading the wealth. Welcome to high school football. All right, here we go. 4th down, kick team on here for the Bulldogs. Low snap, right-footed kick, spiraling, bouncing down at the 50, let it run. It'll keep on rolling. And inside the Mount Doug 40, that'll go down about a 60-yard kick. As we are at 0-0, 12 minutes to play here from Goudy Field. We'll have it for you on the home of the high school game of the week, SportsCanada.TV, when we return. Twelve minutes to go in this one. Mount Doug with it, and that pass incomplete. As Swift looking for Primo to turn up field, and he just never did. As that one falls incomplete, 2nd and 10. It's getting chilly out there. Down to 8, feels like 7 is what my weather app is telling me right now. 2nd and 10 here for Swift. Stands in the pocket, throws, look out, it's tipped. Oh, 2 Bulldogs had a crack at it. And they might have just foiled an interception for each other there. There was no way the Mount Doug receiver was catching it, but 2 defensive backs for Belmont were there, and they both kind of ran into each other, and I think that stopped them from either one of them picking that ball off. There's Riley Sheffer down on a knee here for Belmont. Riley will get off under his own power once again. Third and 10 here, and man, Belmont into the zone here, and I think this is a free 5 yards for Mount Doug. At least Kai Harris thinks so. It is encroachment on Belmont. So make it 3rd and 5 now off the offsides call on Belmont. Handoff up the middle, 1st down yardage and more. As Primo tripped up after about a 9-yard gain. And again, Belmont jumping before the football is snapped. And they'll march it ahead here, another 5. First and 5. Primo again. Slicing and dicing. Good cut and first down here for Mount Douglas. Good patient run there from Primo. Following blockers, hit the hole with speed. And moves the sticks. Another handoff as the Rams offense picks up the tempo a little bit. A good hard run there from Bunting. A gain of 6 there, brings up 2nd and 4. You kind of feel like if Mount Doug just pounds the rock 4 times in a row, they're going to pick up 10 yards. They run it again, refusing to go down. And that's another Mount Douglas first down, courtesy of Cole Bunting. Again, Belmont into the zone. And I don't think Belmont had enough players out on the field. Well, they did, and now they're trying to get one off in time, and I don't think it's going to happen. Well, they did get him off in time. First and 5. Another handoff to Bunting. Up the middle one more time. Stacked up by 3 or 4 tacklers. Just shy of the first down. And we got another Belmont injury, it looks like. Bulldog trainer was attending to somebody and then has to attend to somebody else out on the field. Quick timeout here. We're back with more football action on the BC High School Football Game of the Week on SportsCanada.TV when play resumes. All right, back underway we go here. Rams driving the football down the field. And misdirection here. It's Swift on the keeper. And he'll just dive ahead for another Mount Douglas first down. And this has just been a healthy dose of run, and winning the battle at the line of scrimmage. Bunting up the gut to the goal line. Down to the 1, says the referee. Rams want to go quick. Swift looks left, looks right, snap the ball, hand it off. Bunting trying to find a hole. And not sure he got there. No signal from the official. Again, a little confusion here on personnel out on the Bulldog field. And Belmont forced to take a timeout. We'll take one too. We're back in 60 when play resumes. All right, Douglas out of the timeout. Ball is on the 1 yard line here, as the Rams trying to add to their 27-0 lead. Under center here for Swift, and he'll look for the plunge. Gets a little help from Bunting. Still no signal. And they'll say another stop short of the goal line. Or do they? Now they signal touchdown. Late call, but make it 33-0 with an extra point to come. And then on the snap of the next football, the clock will run. And quite frankly, I'm a little surprised it took until the fourth quarter to get to this point. Extra point from Coombs. Signal is good. And 34-0 your score. Well, tough night here for the Bulldogs against their arch rival Mount Douglas. As Mount Doug looking to get on the right side of things after a bit of a disappointing start. Winning their first game and then losing the next two. So a very good New West team, and then Vancouver College, who will surely make some noise in the playoffs this year. But then a 34-0 win over Notre Dame. And now leading 34-0 here over Belmont. As they have Carson Graham next week. And then a good matchup coming up against South Delta on the 26th. Special teams coach out here for Mount Douglas, and he's not happy about something. As the Rams break the huddle here to kick this one off. And I believe the clock will run and it won't stop until it hits triple zeros now. Hard, deep kick here from Coombs. Ball brought in by Hardisty. He's looking for space. Hardisty wrapped up and taken down. A good open field tackle near the 20. Was that Primo in there? Might have been Dorkson on the special teams play. And Bulldogs are having a hard time having the right personnel out on the field right now. It's a quarterback keeper. Oh, that's a flag. Yes. It was a delayed one, but the right one. Yes, Playfair clearly going with the baseball slide there, and Douglas defender coming in with a late hit on the quarterback, and he'll get you 15 every time. Lineman getting a shoe tied up for him. That must be nice. Could use some help. My left hip doesn't bend so well. I could use a little help tying my shoe from time to time. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Bulldogs. Playfair in there, quarterback. He'll keep it again. Pick his way through his Ram defense and takes a hard pop at the sideline. Yes, Turnbull lowered the pads as Playfair jumps up. He's okay. Picked up a 1st down there for Playfair and the Bulldogs. It's a run again and not going anywhere this time. This went to the well one too many times on offense there. Another injury down on the field. That means another timeout here up in the booth. We're back when play resumes here from Victoria for the BC High School Football Game of the Week. SportsCanada.TV. All right, out of the injury timeout. Bulldogs on the move, looking for their first points of the game. And here we go. On a 1st and 10 for Playfair and Belmont. Whistles and flags before the play begins. False start. First and 15 now. There's Playfair to throw, steps up and be wrapped up. Now Playfair takes his helmet off after that play and takes a knee. Looks to be okay though. Another loss there on that play will push the Bulldogs back to the 40 and make it 2nd down and 20. Another shotgun here for Playfair once again. He'll roll, throws, completion, cut it back across the field, tackled from behind, ball loose. And some extracurriculars after that play, and Another injury down on the field. And things getting a little squirrely here in the late going, as emotions and frustrations are running hot. Quick break. We're back for the finish right after this. All right, football fans, it looks like after a 10-minute conference in the middle of the field, the officials have decided to call this game complete. Well, I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Your final score here in this one, Mount Douglas 34, Belmont 0. We appreciate you tuning in to the BC High School football game of the week. The official just walked off the field. I don't know what that's about. Clearly one of the officials just walked right off the back of the field, away from all the other I don't know what that was about right there. Something's up. Anyways, we are at Exhibition Field next week. 7 o'clock kickoff. $34-0, your final Mount Douglas.